Hi there, this is your friend Virendra dear. In this morning, I am really very inspired to share with you the true path of success, accomplishment, prosperity, and real peace and truthfulness. When we talk about prosperity, we mean the attitude of our mind, a moral power which manifests outwardly in the form of joy and happiness. The moral virtues are the foundation and support of prosperity, as they are the soul of greatness. To find moral principle is to have found prosperity, excellence, and truth. Beloved friends, prosperity can be attained once we have knowledge of the true meaning of life and we have got enlightenment as Buddha did, Confucius did, and Jesus Christ did. It is granted only to the heart that abounds with integrity, trust, generosity, and love to realize true prosperity. The heart that is not possessed of these qualities cannot know prosperity, for prosperity, like happiness, is not an outward possession but an inward realization. The greedy man may become a millionaire, but he will always be wretched and mean and poor, and will even consider himself outwardly poor so long as there is a man in the world who is higher than himself, who is richer than himself, whilst the upright, the open-handed and loving will realize a full and rich prosperity, even though their outward possession may be small. He is poor who is dissatisfied. He is rich who is contented with what he has. And he is richer who is generous with what he has. Beloved friends, this is simply realization of wisdom, of enlightenment. The divine Siddhartha, the Buddha, renounced everything as he was a prince. He has all the riches, all comforts, and everything at his command. But he was never happy there because the life is full of suffering. And as long as there is sorrow, suffering, and scorching, miseries are very paining the person, there is only one way to be happy, is to get out from all these kind of ignorance. And that's why Buddha meditated over long and find out the true secret of happiness, joys, and prosperity. You can be, I can be, anybody can be, because this is just a state of mind which can be very generously developed. But there has to be desire, burning for that, intense desire to be happy, to be prosperous. But for that, we cannot attain prosperity in our life. In that context, I would like to recite a very inspiring poem which can really be stimulating our mind, heart, and soul. I'm trying to focus on peacocks which are sitting at the top of the tree. I don't know, I could really show you this, but here is the peacock sitting at the top of the tree. Beloved friends, let's hear that inspiring poem by James Allen. The white robe of the heart invisible is stained with sin and sorrow, grief and pain, and all repentant pools and springs of prayer shall not avail to wash it white again. While in the path of ignorance I walk, the stains of error will not cease to cling. Defilement marks the crooked path of life and self. where anguish lurks and disappointment sting. I repeat, while in the path of ignorance I walk, the stench of error will not cease to cling. Defilement marks the crooked path of self, where anguish lurks and disappointment sting. Knowledge and wisdom only can avail to purify and mark my garment clean, for therein lie lovers' waters, therein rests peace undisturbed, eternal and serene. Sin and repentance is the path of pain. Sin and repentance is the path of pain. Knowledge and wisdom is the path of peace. Only knowledge and wisdom is the path of peace. By the near way of practice I will find, where bliss begins, how pains and sorrow cease. Self shall depart, and truth shall take its place. The changeless one, the indivisible, shall take up his abode in me, and cleanse the white robe of the heart invisible. Self shall depart, and the truth shall take its place. The changeless one, the indivisible, shall take up his abode in me, and cleanse the white robe of the heart invisible. Beloved friends, that is the true secret, and we must meditate over it, and we really try to think over it. We can really attain prosperity by striving, seeking, and finding, but never yielding before our temptation, selfishness, greed, envy, and all the negativity of life. Let's meditate over love and all the beautiful things, and our life will be really great. We can really be successful in our life. But for this we have to really think, and never stop thinking great and good and bright and beautiful. That is the path of success, prosperity. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed.